Hi, I thought we'd take a quick look at FTP locking and how you get into FTP. We're using a Mac here, so I'm using a program called CyberDuck, but you'll get similar messages on most of the other FTP programs. So you've set up your FTP account in your FTP client, and as you click login, you get login failed message, like up on a mouse pointer here. It says please verify your username and password, and that FTP has been unlocked. Okay, I know that the username and password is correct because I've used it before. It's just not letting me in. So the chances are that FTP is locked, and the reason for that is that it prevents defacing of your website by hacking through using brute force attack, just randomly trying passwords to get into your FTP account. So whilst it's locked, that's an extra layer of security. To unlock the FTP, you have to log into your hosting control panel for the domain name that you're using. We're using a demo domain name here that we've got set up. And once you're in there, you've got all of your website options down here. But most importantly is on the right hand side of the page, you've got Unlock FTP. You've got a few options. You can unlock FTP for an hour's access, or you can do it for longer periods of time. If you do it this way, anyone that has FTP access can gain access to your server for a period of for 1 day, 7 days, or 28 days. Okay, so we don't recommend that you use longer periods of time. A better way of doing it is allowing access by IP address. So this has detected the IP address that I'm currently connected to the internet using. And if I click unlock by IP, okay, it comes up and says FTP is unlocked for the IP address, and that's my IP address. If I now go to the FTP client and click login, it should look, login successful, and there I am logged in now. No more error messages, and the folder public HTML is where you would stick your website. This IP address will remain unlocked until you click the lock FTP now button. So anyone using this IP address can continue to get access. If you're on a home broadband, you may have that IP address assigned to you for a number of weeks, and then it will change. So all you have to do is click lock FTP now and re-unlock it for the new IP address. If you want to specify multiple IP addresses, because you've got some home workers that need to gain access as well as you, then just put a comma after the first IP address, and then put the second, third, fourth IP address in that you want to use, and click unlock by IP, and you now find that multiple IP addresses are listed up there.